It's going down. It's going down, 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 down. It's going down,
Hey, folks. Yes, that was two chicks fighting. It got a little lame there at the end, but this is the MCU's Bleeding Edge YouTube channel and podcast, and we are, of course, the fandom show that actually literally has been given an X rating by Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige. We are not Disney Plus material, unfortunately, but we do have Gunnar. He's back. We got Jeff B. And
back in the hills.
That's right. And my crazy ass is here as always. So you know what? I mean, it's all good, baby. It's all gravy. At that point, this is the MCU's Bleeding Edge. We are getting after it to grind out a fucking dope segment regarding the potential of Avengers 5. Or if you prefer, the new Avengers. I kind of like both. I don't know. I don't have a choice or like a pick out of it, to tell you the truth. So, guys, Gunnar, it's great to have you back on the Bleeding Edge.
Thanks, man. It's a blast.
What is your podcast called, Gunnar?
So the Marvel one I do is called Snap an MCU Podcast. If you type in Snap MCU, it should come up in iTunes and all the podcatchers.
Awesome. And Jeff, my friend,
Boy.
how is it? How does it feel to be back in the environment of the Bleeding Edge?
It feels good, man. It feels real good. I enjoy.
Oh shit! What was that? Anyways, no, go ahead, Jeff. Finish up.
Oh, I enjoy it. I've been sharing it out with a lot of people too, man. I've been spreading the word. I talked to a.
Oh, come on now, Jeff. Don't tease me.
I talked to a creator artist Saturday for I don't know about 30 minutes about MCU Bleeding Edge, and he even said that he would be willing to get on and do some stuff with you too. I don't know if have you ever heard of Brian Silverbacks?
You know what? I have not, Jeff, but I'll tell you this. I love people. I love collaborating. I love new blood on the panel. I love new guests. And man, I'll tell you right now. He was
a stand-in. He's been a stand-in on a couple of Spider-Man movies. He's an artist, does a lot of artwork for Marvel and Image.
No shit.
Yeah, he's done some stuff for Department of Truth currently, and Something's Killing the Children. He's done a lot of covers, man. He's a very well-known artist in the comic book community.
Well, Jeff, man,
you can look him up online.
Jeff, you know me, man. Just give him my phone number. Get me his, and I'll talk to his ass on the phone, and we'll put it together, bro.
Yeah, I gave him the link to check out the podcast, because what you do, what we do, talk about stuff on here. That's what he wants to do. He's used to having people interview him, and they don't know a clue about what he's doing, kind of like what me and you were talking about earlier today with the the way people don't do their jobs.
Well, like I said, I'd love to talk to him. If he actually wants to come on here and have a good time with us and whatnot, we'd love to have him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, no, most definitely. No, you connect me with him and whatnot, and we'll get together. But and it's great to get that feedback. It's always nice. It really is to get that feedback from people that they like the show and they enjoy it and whatnot. It makes me happy. It does. It gets me right in my heart, baby. But anyways, so Gunnar, before we launch into this from ScreenRant.com, Avengers 5 lineup, Phase 4's confirmed team so far. Let's give a guesstimation, everybody. When do you think, Gunnar, we'll get Avengers 5? If you had to give us a year, if you had to give us how long it'll be, what do you think?
I mean, they haven't announced anything. So we already know like the next, 2 years worth of stuff. So it would probably be at least 2-3 years before we see it. Okay. There's a lot of stuff out there that they're making.
There is.
This.
That's very fair.
That's not to say that the Avengers lineup won't show up in something else, a Secret Invasion or something. But I don't think Avengers 5 we'll see for at least 3 years, if not more.
Do you think a different character's solo film or something could house and have enough room to fit the new Avengers?
I mean, they're going to eventually have to reform the Avengers. I mean, look, 3 of them are dead. They're gone, I should say, from the team. So Hawkeye seems to be trying to retire. Thor's off-world with the Guardians. I like right now, it seems like the only Avengers we have left are Falcon. Are you going to count Captain Marvel? I guess Falcon and Rhodey. So, I mean, we'll see what happens in Iron Wars. I mean, I know that Don Cheadle's supposed to come back in that. So we'll see if Falcon makes an appearance. But I mean, I think they're kind of, moving away from the Avengers right now. I think they're going to get these young Avengers set up. I'm guessing Secret Invasion is where we'll see them. We've seen the majority of them already. I think there's the only ones we haven't seen yet. America, what's her name? Chavez. She's in Multiverse of Madness. And then, we've got Iron Lad, and then we got Hulkling, who I think Hulkling will appear in Secret Invasion. So, I think the Young Avengers, they could do a Young Avengers movie right now. So my guess is we'll see them set themselves up for Secret Invasion. So, but Avengers, quote unquote, the Avengers. Yeah, man, I don't know when we'll get that. I think that property, that IPO, that name Avengers is big enough that I don't think it'll be gone forever, but I think they're gonna take their time.
Jeff,
definitely take their time. Yeah, I think he's right on it. I think it's at least 3 to 5 years out.
Okay.
Before we see another Avengers film.
Okay, so you're going to go 3 to 5?
At least, yeah. Because they've got so much stuff coming out in the next year and a half. So
yeah, plus stuff they haven't even announced yet. We know that Blade's gonna do something, and we know they're making a Fantastic Four that hasn't technically been announced any details. So
Secret Invasion, that's going to be interesting as hell. How they're going to make that. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they're going to. I don't even know who all's going to be in that yet. So that's going to be
Sam Jackson. That's, I think, the only one that we know. I'm pretty sure we'll see Captain Marvel in that.
Probably, yeah. We got to see
Talos,
a lot of them.
I'm sure Talos will be in it. Probably Maria Hill.
Talos will be in it. Yes, they've already said that.
So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen before that. So, yeah, I'd say at least At least 3 years. Long shot 5 years, but at least 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm with you with 3. 5, I mean, that's pretty deep. I mean, let's be honest here. At the end of the day, Avengers movies make a lot of money, and
Oh, yeah.
Disney has money, but they have not exactly been getting after it from a profit standpoint recently, especially with COVID. COVID has seriously jacked them up, so a lot of people. So
Yeah, it's hurt a lot of things.
yeah, most definitely. So look, as far as this article goes, again, it's from Screen Rant, Avengers 5 lineup, Phase 4's confirmed team so far. I'm going to skim it. We'll cover the characters that they throw out there for the team. We'll bat it around. See if you agree, Gunnar, Jeff, if you disagree, whatever. And then we'll get around to who we think that's not in this article that will end up on the Avengers, or the Thunderbolts, or the Young Avengers, or the Dark Avengers, or whatever we end up with. Like you said, Gunnar, we got a lot of shit coming. Plus the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. So, the following is a list of heroes most likely confirmed to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's next Avengers film. There's no concrete information about what the fifth Avengers film will be about, when it will be released, or even what the title will be. That being said, based on how Phase 3 ended and what's been done in Phase 4 so far, there's definitely a list of characters likely to be in it. So, Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame both left the Avengers in a state of disarray. Vision, Black Widow, and Iron Man all died through various circumstances. Hawkeye has fully committed to retirement. Thor left Earth to adventure with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And Captain America went back in time to be with Peggy, resulting in him aging into an old man in present day. Bruce Banner, as the Hulk, ended up being the only founding member still on the team, with the status of any additional members in a state of constant flux. Despite these setbacks, however, the Avengers do still exist, and there are plenty of characters who are likely to show up in the next Avengers film. Anyone who definitively died is likely off the table, and Hawkeye's retirement makes it unlikely that he'll be involved, assuming the events of Disney Plus Hawkeye don't change anything. Also, while Black Panther is still around, the death of Chadwick Boseman makes the in-universe status of both the character and the mantle uncertain. So it's too soon to say if the Black Panther will be involved. That said, here are some of the major characters who could make an appearance. Starting off, our guy, Doctor Strange. What do you think, Jeff? I mean, from my perspective, there's no way that Doctor Strange is not in the next Avengers.
No, he's going to be in the Avengers. He's got to be in the Avengers. He's got to be in Secret Invasion. I mean, if they do it right, he's original Illuminati. I mean, so yeah, he'll be in the Avengers.
Yeah. No, I agree. Gunnar.
Yeah, I mean, he probably will. I don't think they need him, though. But, yeah, I mean, he probably will. He's one of the biggest names left in the MCU.
Yeah. And there's something for the longevity of the character, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that, off topic a little bit, I think that Benedict Cumberbatch and Doctor Strange are going to have a long tenured relationship with Marvel Studios and in the MCU, because there's a lot of different stuff that they're going to want Doctor Strange involved in the future of the MCU. So moving on from a lock for the Avengers, the Scarlet Witch. I believe Elizabeth Olsen is 31. So maybe 33, somewhere in 31, 33 range. So, but I think 31. She could definitely play that character for another 10 years. Right, Gunnar?
Yeah, she could. I don't see her being in the Avengers. I think she's beyond it. Though I don't think she's going to be the villain of Multiverse of Madness, like everyone's saying. But I just think she's the character has grown to the point where she's got no need for the Avengers, and the Avengers
you don't think that there's any roots with her that like matter to her emotionally, any connections or whatever that like.
No, not really. I think she's done with them. I think we'll see a lot. I think we'll see a lot of Scarlet Witch, a lot of Wanda, but I don't think it'll be an Avengers film.
Okay. What do you think, Jeff?
She could probably make an appearance in the Avengers, but like being in the Avengers for good, I think she's going to be more like associated probably with the X-Men, I guess. You know, she might bounce right in there with the Avengers. I mean, she very well could.
I don't know about the X-Men. I'm still not sure how they're going to work out the whole mutant deal with her, but I'm not sure how they're going to handle her long term, to be honest with you. I mean, we'll have to see, but me personally, my take, I do think my money is on her being on the Avengers, like being back with the Avengers, just because she is one of the stalwart characters from the original team.
Yeah.
So they're going to want, Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios are going to want some characters that can connect to the other phases in some way to bring in for the new Avengers. They're going to want that if they can have it. But Gunnar, you could be right. Jeff, you could be right. That's the awesome, positive aspect and fun part of being an MCU fan, being a part of the fandom. We've all got different opinions, and we get along anyway, and we chill, we talk, and have a good time. Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, and Kamala Khan. Okay, I'm going to start. I don't want to see Kamala Khan on the Avengers. I don't. Young Avengers, sure. Not the Avengers. Jeff, what do you think?
No, Young Avengers for sure.
What about Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel?
Well, definitely. Well, both of them probably would be good in the Avengers. Captain Marvel for sure. Monica Rambeau, I would say she would be like a rookie, but yeah, she needs to be in there
Monica
too.
Monica Rambeau led the Avengers in the comic at one point. Right. She led the Avengers. But we'll see. No, I mean, you're right. Honestly, Jeff, at face value, she will end up being like a rookie Avenger probably when she does become part of the team.
I only say that because a lot of people don't know, her history like that.
No, so, I agree.
Yeah.
Gunnar, where you at?
Yeah, I mean, Captain Marvel for sure. Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, probably not. Like I said, she might be more of the Young Avengers. Monica Rambeau, yeah, I think she will be a major player in the third leg of the Avengers. So she will be like Falcon was to the Avengers now, where he's part of the Avengers, didn't have a lot of screen time, but he's the future of the Captain America mantle. So I think she will be in the new Avengers, and when we get to the third iteration, she'll be leading them.
Okay. We got some pretty close responses there. Bruce Banner and Jennifer Walters. Gunnar.
Absolutely for both of them. I think the problem with Hulk is that Universal still has the rights, so they cannot make a Hulk movie. So they can make a Hulk TV show, which is what they're doing with Jennifer Walters, and they could put Hulk in other movies. So I think they will squeeze in Hulk anywhere they can, as long as Mark Ruffalo's willing to do it. I think they will put him. He will be in the Avengers until Mark Ruffalo says, I'm out.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Yes, most definitely.
And I think Walters is going to be a huge part of the Avengers eventually.
Me too. I agree with you 100% there. I think that why even bother giving the fans She-Hulk if you're not going to make her an Avenger? Why not? I mean, what's the point? What do you think, Jeff?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Hulk smash is a moneymaker. That's a moneymaker. I mean, you put Hulk in the Avengers, that's your moneymaker. She-Hulk or Hulk, either one. Everybody likes Hulk.
No, I do too. And don't forget that there has not been any official factual word as far as like where things are at with the Hulk film rights.
Right.
Some people are saying and rumoring that Marvel Studios already got them back. Some people don't agree.
I'll believe that when they make World War Hulk.
Right. I was fixing to say they've been throwing that out there too.
Yeah. Yep. And then I'm going to throw this out there too.
Mayor Pissarro, I want to thank you for being here. And I know it probably embarrasses me to point you out and say that, but you predicted and practiced your disciplines on land and sea. You've shown that you are salty. We have to make sure that women have the chance to succeed and thrive throughout their careers. It's a Chinese saying. It says, women hold up half the world. It's an absolutely stupid position.
It's an absolute stupid position, he says. Women hold up half the world. Okay, whatever, Joe. Good job, brother. Love it. Oscar worthy. So, as far as Bruce Banner, Jennifer Walters goes, I'm in complete agreement with you guys. I think they're all in, and it's going to be great. And I think that She-Hulk will be better, more impactful, and more interesting as a character in the Avengers than she'll be in her Disney Plus series. I do. I think you'll get more out of her.
I think they're using that Disney Plus just to give us her origin.
Yeah. Okay, now this one, I gotta be honest with you. I find this next option partially delusional, right from jump. I'm gonna say it right there. Okay, but Shang-Chi and Katie. Okay, well, Katie, please, I don't want to see Katie in the Avengers. I'm sorry, I don't. But Shang-Chi, I'm good with. I'm down with them. What do you think, Gunnar?
Yeah, Shang-Chi will definitely be in the Avengers. Katie might be in the movie, but she's not going to be a member of the Avengers.
What do you think, Jeff? What is Katie? Should Katie be in the Avengers or should she be?
You guys there?
Yeah, Jeff.
Okay. All right. Now, what were you saying?
What do you think?
It broke up on me for some reason.
What do you think? Should Katie from Shang-Chi, Awkwafina, be in the Avengers?
No. Shang-Chi, definitely.
No Katie? You ain't got no love for Katie?
I have love for Katie, but she's not an Avenger.
Come on, man.
She took a shot with an arrow, man.
Yo, come on, bro. She picked up a bow and arrow for the first time in her life and was like straight banging it.
Yeah, but that don't mean you can still continue to, nah. Shang-Chi definitely, but no.
Okay.
Katie maybe on the Young Avengers side, maybe.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let Awkwafina know you said that, Jeff.
All right.
She will not be pleased.
That'll work.
She will not like that. So, just letting you know. Shang-Chi, hell yeah. He'll be a banging Avenger. Next one, don't know where the hell they came up with this. Wong from Doctor Strange. Wong. What do you guys think? Gunnar, is Wong an Avenger?
I hope so, because Wong is awesome, but again, I don't think so.
Jeff, what do you think?
No,
Wong?
I don't think he would be either.
No?
No, he's definitely a good magician. He's a good sorcerer.
I mean, we know that he survived the blip, so if he would have been an Avenger, he would have been an Avenger before. He would have been an Avenger during Endgame, and he wasn't. So I don't think he'll be an Avenger now. Though he'll be a Avengers adjacent. He'll probably be in the movie, but I don't think he'll be fighting with them in the final battle.
Well, as far as I understand, essentially from what they say, everybody in Endgame that lined up with Captain America and shit for the final battle on that side and lined up and fought at that point, at least for that moment, became an Avenger. I guess that's the fact on that shit, I guess. Some looser than others probably. But I don't know myself personally. Go ahead.
I was going to say, that doesn't mean they're going to show up in Avengers 5. Howard the Duck fought in that battle. And as awesome as that would be to see him in the Avengers, there ain't no way Howard the Duck's going to be in the next Avengers movie.
No, I see Wong as being more of like an accompanying character.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He'll be in the movie, sure. Especially if Strange is in the Avengers. He'll definitely be in the movie. But I don't see him as a quote-unquote Avenger.
No. What do you think, Jeff?
No, I have to agree. I agree 100%.
Okay. That's very well put. That's very well to the point. Very concise. I like that. Spider-Man. Jeff, what do you think?
Yeah, Spider-Man will be an Avenger.
You sure?
I'm positive.
According to Gunnar, Sony's stealing them.
Well, I mean, he was, he'll be in the Avengers.
I'm just playing, Gunnar. I don't think that's what you even said. I was just joking.
No?
They'll probably draft pick him, and take him.
No, but Gunnar, I would agree with Jeff. What do you think? I think Spider-Man will be in the Avengers.
I do not.
You don't?
I mean, you can't have 100 Avengers.
Okay.
I think will he be back in? He's got one movie left in his contract. I don't see that being Avengers 5. But I could be. I hope I'm wrong. But you got to cut someone. Who's going to get cut? I think Spider-Man's going to be the one cut.
Okay. You heard that. You heard it, folks. No Spider-Man in the Avengers. According to Gunnar.
You heard it here. Deep takes.
He is raining on your parade, Tom.
You heard it here first.
Yes.
We are pro Captain Marvel and anti Spider-Man in this Avengers.
Look, I'm telling you right now, Gunnar, you better watch your back, bro, because those chicks on TikTok that are in love with Tom Holland will come get you, bro.
I love Tom Holland. He's great. I just don't think we're not going to see him in the next Avengers movie.
Oh, man. That is like blasphemy. I'm all in for Spider-Man and the Avengers, man. I don't even want to see Avengers 5 without Spider-Man in it. Don't want to see it. It won't even be comfortable. I won't like it. It won't feel right. Captain America. And you know what I love about this? This is fucking awesome. I love it. I'm looking at my screen, looking at the article, and there's no Sam Wilson hyphen the Falcon, Captain America, mixture or whatever. There's no Anthony Mackie. There's a picture of Sam Wilson with the shield, and above it, it says Captain America. And I dig that shit. I do. I love it. I love it. I do. But what do you think, Jeff? Sam Wilson's
Captain America?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. He's got to be an Avenger, dude. It's Captain America.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Okay. I mean, you know, do you think that he'll lead the Avengers? Will he be the leader of the team?
No, I mean, no, but he'll be on the Avengers.
Gunnar, both questions.
If you tell me right now, you get one shot at picking one character to be in the Avengers for $1 million, I'm putting my money on Captain America Sam Wilson. And not only do I believe he will be in the Avengers, I think he'll lead the Avengers.
And you also agree with me that it is freaking awesome that they're just like straight giving them the Captain America title.
Yeah,
I mean, how
awesome.
great was that in Falcon and Winter Soldier at the end, in the end credits when it said Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
Right.
That was awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm telling you something. I'll tell you something right now. When in Endgame, when Old Man Cap gave Sam the shield, all right, I freaking loved it. I was all in for it. I was all in. I was like, this is awesome. I was excited. And it's not because, I want to like give reparations or something, or like, I wanted to gaslight or whatever, because of my internal racism or some shit, or my white fragility. It's because, you know what? Yo, Falcon paid his dues, yo. He paid his dues. Sam Wilson did. He was good in the Captain America films. Really good. Really good. And he deserved it. He deserved that shield. He did. And I don't know, man. I go by my gut. What I feel in my heart. And I felt like it was right. It was the right move. And I will sit there and probably have some things to say about Falcon, Captain America, and the Winter Soldier and the finale. I think it could have been better. I think they could have done some scenes differently. But he looked friggin' awesome in the uniform. He did. He looked great. Jeff, what do you think?
Oh, I loved it, man. I thought it was awesome. I think he's Captain America. It doesn't matter if he's Sam Wilson or not. I mean, he's Captain America. He picked up the shield, and that's it. I mean, I would not have it wouldn't have mattered to me if the shield had been given to Bucky, but I knew at that point the shield was not going to go to Bucky. So I mean, it went to Sam, and that's who it should have went to. And he's going to do a bang up job as Captain America.
Yeah.
So
I agree, and I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I love it. I love it.
No, I've been excited about the whole thing, but I'm really excited for Captain America 4. I am.
Yeah, I am too.
I really am. And I think we'll get it sooner than people are expecting. I do. But that's just totally like my theory, my take. We'll see what happens. Go ahead, Gunnar.
Oh no, yeah, he's definitely in the future of the MCU. Big part.
All right. War Machine. What do you think, Gunnar?
I really hope so. I love Don Cheadle. I would say probably, but at the same time, I could see him hanging it up. I mean, like he's still an Avenger, He's been an Avenger since he was in the first, or he was in the second Iron Man or the second Avengers movie. He fought with them in Sokovia. So yeah, I mean, as long as Don Cheadle still wants to do it, I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, and it would give us the Tony Stark connection, exactly. And it would give us an Iron Man,
especially since Peter Parker's not there for that Tony Stark connection.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think, Jeff? War Machine.
Yeah, he'll be an Avenger. War Machine will be an Avenger. I've never been a big fan of War Machine. but I didn't like the way War Machine got the armor in Iron Man 2. I didn't like the way it went down. I've never been a big fan of War Machine, but yeah, he'll be in the Avengers.
I love War Machine, and Don Cheadle's a badass actor. He is.
Yeah, I love Don Cheadle. Don't get me wrong, I love Don Cheadle, but I'm not a War Machine fan.
I'm 50-50 on if War Machine actually ends up being in the Avengers, but personally, how I feel inside, I hope he is. I do. I want him to be.
With that sweet, sweet Nebula love.
That's right.
To kill me. I told them to send me a video holding an object and start nodding.
Anything is a dildo when you really put your mind to it. There's no such thing as too large or too sharp. Every time you stop to question yourself, I want you to tell yourself, I can and I will.
That's right.
I can and I will.
That is the attitude we need.
Yep.
You know, with the Avengers, we need that. We do. I love that. I love that female spirit. That was great. So, next on our list, of course, is Howard the Duck. No, I'm just joking. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Gunnar. Ant-Man and the Wasp in the Avengers.
They survived the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, 100%. They will be in the Avengers.
What do you think about that chick's chances of surviving that dumbbell? You know, like how do you think she'll be all right with that?
No comment.
All right, gotcha. Jeff, what do you think?
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. I think they should be Avengers. I do.
Yeah. Hey, I don't think there's a question that they should be in the Avengers. I think the question is, will Paul Rudd still be around long enough to be an Avenger?
Yeah, I think he will.
I mean, they're two of the original Avengers, and they technically, outside of Endgame, they have not really had a chance to be Avengers. So yeah, they'll definitely.
He loves that role too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? Paul Rudd is so young looking, he could play Ant-Man for 20 years.
Yep, I agree.
I'm all in.
Yeah, I love him, man. I think he's awesome.
I want to see Ant-Man and the Wasp in the next Avengers. I do. And I love the Wasp. Now, this one here, I have no idea where they threw this in there, but Loki. I'm assuming they're talking about the variant Loki from the Loki Disney Plus series. What do you think, Jeff? Are we going to get the variant Loki in the Avengers?
I don't think so. I mean, they might, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think part of the thing is they're going to have to set it up where you don't have to watch a Disney Plus series. So I think Loki just asks too many questions. I think it'll be too much work for them. It'll take too much screen time. And I mean, we got 50 guys on this Avengers team right now. Yeah, I see very little chance. Loki.
How would it even work? It doesn't even make any sense. You know?
Yeah, no, I don't see how it could be. I don't see how they could even. I don't understand how they come up with that.
No. I guess they just threw that in there just to like surprise us or something like that.
Now, Sylvie, maybe. I think Sylvie would be more on the Young Avengers. I think because Sylvie is based on Lady Loki and Enchantress. And I want to say Enchantress was she in the Dark Avengers, I think. So maybe we'll see her in the Dark Avengers.
Sylvie was in the Dark Avengers. Excuse me.
Or Enchantress. But
the Enchantress was in the Young Avengers. And basically, I would say that honestly, Gunnar, I feel like Sylvie they're going to find something individual for her, some kind of project, some kind of show, something to get on to do that's going to, like, you know, make the most out of her talent.
It'll
If that
probably be
makes sense.
something on Disney Plus, probably. I don't know what, but
All right, moving on. Thor. What do you think, Gunnar?
Are we talking Jane Foster Thor? Are we talking Thor
no.
Odinson
Thor.
Thor?
Chris Hemsworth.
I will like to wait till I see what happens in Love and Thunder. I mean, I'd say maybe if Natalie Portman has taken this torch, I could see them putting her in the Avengers. I mean, if Thor wants to come back, they'll make room for him. But I'm 50-50 on that.
Jeff.
if it's Thor, yes.
Okay.
If it's Thor, yes. I've yet to find out really. I mean, if it was Jane Foster, they would put her in there too. I mean,
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'd
right
rather
now,
see
if it's
Thor
the
as one
Thor
of the
that we've been
Guardians of the
seeing,
Galaxy.
yeah.
I'd rather have Thor as one of the Guardians of the Galaxy, to be honest. I love that chemistry with him and Peter Quill and Rocket.
Right.
I mean, I think we'll see a shakeup at the end of the Guardians 3.
There will be. There'll be a shuffling of the cast. There will be. If they decide to continue the franchise beyond that. But I'm all in for Thor on the Avengers. I want to see Chris Hemsworth, classic, original 6 Avenger Thor on the Avengers. I do. Next, the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm going to start off on my own opinion. None of the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to be in the Avengers. They won't be. None of them. Go ahead, Gunnar.
I mean, Rocket is is an Avenger, isn't he?
Well, they are. They all technically are because of the final battle in Endgame, right?
Yeah, but Rocket was an actual member of the Avengers before that last battle.
Yes.
And having said that, no, I don't think he'll be in the Avengers.
No.
I would love it because I love Rocket. But no, they got their own team. They don't
They're
need that.
space bound. They're space bound.
Exactly. Same thing with Thor, though. That's why I think Thor is less likely to be in the Avengers this time around.
It depends on the villain, the crisis, the size of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that. What do you think, Jeff?
No, nobody from the Guardians will be in Avengers. Even though they did fight, in the game and Infinity War and everything. But no, there won't be Avengers.
And Gunnar, honestly, off what you said, I love Nebula as an Avenger. I did. I like Nebula as an Avenger. But I don't see a premise where Nebula somehow comes back to Earth and joins the Avengers. I just don't.
Unless she's, living with Rhodey.
Okay.
Unless she gives up life with the Guardians to come be with Rhodey. And if that's the case, I just think her and Rhodey are done,
Okay. I didn't know Rhodey and Nebula were a thing.
No, I mean, they didn't come out. They were kind of chummy there on where were they? On
but Gunnar, I think Nebula was actually just really nice in general. Like, she was nice.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like,
Rhodey needs some love. Get him some blue skin love.
Hey, why not, right? I mean, I thought that Nebula looked like fine as hell in What If.
With the blonde hair?
Yeah, I was feeling it. And I'll tell you right now, too, going back to the other show earlier, Black Widow held it down on What If. She was great in the What If series, like, overall. They used her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, she was a badass.
Yeah. So, final question, past the article, but sticking to it. If you guys could give me one or two at least characters that are not on that list that you think hypothetically possibly could be on the Avengers? Jeff, go to you first. What do you think?
Oh man, hypothetically, 2 that could be Avengers.
One, if all you got is one, this can be one.
That we didn't talk about just now.
Yep.
Uh
And it can't be Howard the Duck.
no. I would like to see something like Blade or Black Knight.
Okay. Hey. I like that. I like Black Knight in the Avengers. I do. I like that. I do. Gunnar.
So I don't think she's going to be in the Thunderbolts. So maybe Yelena Belova. Here's my wild card here. Deadpool.
Yeah.
Hey, good call. Good call. Never know. You never know. You never know. And you know what? The Yelena Belova thing is a great topic to break it down like as its own topic individually. That whole dichotomy of where would she fit better? Where would her impact be better? You know, like what would do best for her character? Having her on the Avengers, giving us another Black Widow to replace Natasha, or throwing her on the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers and making her like an anti-hero.
I think she's flipping by the end of Hawkeye. I think she'll be, whether she's in the Young Avengers with Kate Bishop, I don't know. I don't think of her as being that young, but I guess when you blip, you lose 5 years, right?
She's not though. She's not. She's actually like late 20s, like early 30s.
Yeah, I know she's young.
Yeah, So I mean, when I think Young Avengers, I think like teen years, like early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
then again, Sylvie
20,
is
25.
Well, wait, the Enchantress.
Well, yeah,
is not Sylvie.
I'm just saying, if Sylvie is the Enchantress, she's a little too old to be in the Young Avengers.
Yeah. She would not fit with the Young Avengers.
But then again, you get such a different in age where Kate Bishop is 22, and then Wanda's kids are like 12 or something. So I know they can age up at will, but
yeah, I think they were around like 11 or 12 by the end of WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So guys, listen. This segment on the Avengers is over, and I want to go ahead real quick and shout out Geek News Now Network. The MCU's Bleeding Edge is a member of Geek News Now Network. We like it on there. It's fun. Good people. Shout out to GNN. Minds and Creativity Network. We love you. Jay, what's up? My guests on the show, I want to thank personally very much and let them know that I appreciate them very much individually, both of them. Gunnar, thank you so much for coming back again and giving us your second appearance on the Bleeding Edge, brother.
Absolutely, man, and a blast. Thank you so much.
It was fun, man. I have a good time recording with you, brother.
We'll have you on Snap sometime. We just got to figure out a time.
Hey, man, I'm all in for it, man. I'm all in. I love guesting. I do. It's fun. It's a nice change.
It's weird because I'm looking at my board and I'm not touching levels and I'm not adjusting anything and I feel weird. I don't know what to do with my hands because I'm not moving levers.
Because you're guesting?
Exactly. It's weird.
Do you feel like kind of stir crazy?
Not really. It's just different. It's just different.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. For me, like switching back and forth with Cyber, with moderation, show by show, flipping it, by show, rotating, and then going on the guest panel one show and then moderating the next one, whatever. I don't feel any different. Like the energy's the same. My mindset's the same. My energy feels the same. You know, I mean, you know, it's the same thing to me, basically. I mean, I don't really feel all that different or anything like that. I don't feel uncomfortable, you know. It's just is a different kind of situation just because when you're moderating, you're trying to limit your opinions. You're trying to limit how much you impact with your own opinions and your own words, the discussion and the dialogue, you know? And then you're guesting and you can just cut loose, you know? So, you know, that's kind of different. But Jeff, my friend, I want to just like reach out to you right now and let you know that it is, I cannot tell you accurately how many times you've been on the bleeding edge yet, but it's been enough. It's been a lot.
A
And
few, yeah.
yes, and you know what, Jeff? Getting you on as many as possible, as far as I'm concerned, is good. You know what I mean? Just because, you know, you're a good friend of the program. You're very loyal. You're a good contributor. And, you know, I mean, I like you on here, but I don't mind sharing you. If you want to go blow it up on some other shows and whatnot and get after it, don't be afraid, brother.
Yeah. Gunnar, what's your podcast? Tell me that again.
Yeah, so I'm do a couple of them. WideOpenMic.net is all the podcasts that I'm on, but the Marvel one I do is called Snap, an MCU podcast. You can look it up. Just search Snap MCU. You should be able to find it.
Okay.
I'll connect you guys myself after the show. I'll get you guys together. You'll both get contact info.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'll work. I what I always do, I get on some podcasts and just listen to them when I'm working. So that's what I always do. That's how I picked up and found MCU Bleeding Edge. Was I was just listening, picking up different podcasts, and it was on a podcast stream, and I picked it up and listened, and seen it on Facebook, and then started following on Facebook, and then hooked up with Jeff.
Yeah, and then
It was really weird.
And then he caught one of my shows where I was moderating. He was like, "What the fuck is this about? This is crazy. This is interesting." But no, hey,
It's all been good. I hadn't had a bad time yet.
well, thank you, Jeff. I do really
Yeah.
appreciate that. I do, honestly. You're a good friend of the program.
I love it.
Good friend of mine. And that's the one thing I honestly will say is that I'm not trying to get touchy-feely with everybody and whatnot here on the video and everything. We're not going to get emotional. But I will say that I honestly, genuinely mean it when I say that everyone who guests on the MCU's Bleeding Edge, all the other content creators that come in and collaborate with us and guest, I look at as my friends and my family. I do. That's how I see it. I mean it. Like, you know, it's genuine. It's important to me. I feel a loyalty there on my own part, you know, that I owe it to them to, you know, not forget them, you know, and not forget the contributions that they've given to the show, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, we're heading on a path where things look like we could be, you know, a lot bigger and a lot more known here in like a year or two, you know, or however long it takes, you know, but at the end of the day, you can't forget, you know, when you had 125 subscribers on YouTube and, you know, you were praying to God to hit 200. You got to appreciate that shit. You got to appreciate what you got. And I would never be able to pull off the Bleeding Edge without all the good people that come in and collaborate with me and make it work. That's the truth. One person doesn't make the Bleeding Edge work. It just doesn't. So, you know, at the end of the day, thank you very much, guys. I enjoyed the Avengers segment. It was fun. I love to talk about Avengers 5. I love to talk about new Avengers. It always gets me going. So I just want to go ahead and close out by just essentially saying thank you to all of our families, all of our friends, everybody who supports us in any way, whether it's emotionally, family-wise, our content, whatever. Loans us money, whatever. You know, we appreciate all of you. Those of you who support the Bleeding Edge, thank you very much. Please subscribe. And we will see you next time. God bless you. True Knowledge in the house. Peace.
It's going down. It's going down, down, down.